Hello friends and welcome to my channel. I am Cher. I typically vlog everything from beauty to lifestyle, occasionally to parenting disabilities, but mostly beauty, and today is another beauty one. So we're going to be walking through this Valentine's makeup look, and as you can see I have swatches all over my hands. But anyway, if this interests you, don't forget to hit like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell to get more like this in the future. And with that being said, we are going to get started. Okay, so I have minimal makeup on, not a lot, but just, you know, like my base and my brows. We're going to focus a lot on the eyes. I'm going to be using this gigantic Wet n Wild palette, and this was actually gifted to me by my girl Tanaj, who also has a YouTube here. Go check her out. This has been so handy. It just has like every color of the rainbow, you know? So I use this a lot, and the reason I chose it for today is because I'm looking for... I really want a red, and I really want like darker for my corner V on the outsides. And then I'd really love like a really light, like almost pink, maybe like that or that. Haven't decided yet, or that or that. Anyway, has a lot of the colors I am looking for. So we're going to get started. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use, I've never done this before. Y'all are going to experiment with me. This is going to be fun. I'm going to try out the eyelash curler cut crease trick. See if it works. I don't know. Have y'all seen that going around like TikTok? So I think we put it right here. It just has that perfect arch shape that you need. And we're going to use that to start making our higher arch above the eyelid. So let's see how this goes. I'm just using a basic old fluffy brush, and I'm going to kind of comb over it. I'm going to come a little bit around it. It's kind of actually hurting my eyes. It's like poking me. We went on the side here, but we can always clean that up. We're going to see how this works, y'all. This is kind of funny. Okay, I did the other side, and I'm noticing they're not like super even. We'll have to clean it up. We'll see how it goes when we go along, and I'll just try to kind of blend it. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work on the corner V's, and I'm going to take, I think I'm going to start off with this, more of like a brown, dark brown, and we'll see if it's not dark enough. I may go with black, but I'm kind of thinking the dark brown will probably work. I just want to kind of give it a little bit darker edges here on the sides. I don't want it to just be all like red and white. I want there to be some 3D going on, you know? So we're going to give it a slight bit of depth, and I'm bringing it across both the red part and the blank part. And I may need more of a blending brush after this. This is kind of just an angled packing brush. This is an old Mary Kay brush actually, but I tell you what, this is one of my handiest brushes. I use it for everything. And I had a question several people about, hey, what is that brush you're using? And I'm always like, it's Mary Kay. But anyway, okay, I think that brown may help do it quite nicely. All right, and y'all don't mind my gray hairs coming in over here. It's time to dye, as you can see. It always gives away my age, 43, as I'm always having to dye. I don't know about you guys. Anybody my age or close that has to dye every month. At about the 3-week mark, which is where I'm at, I'm about 3 weeks out, is when it really starts to show these gray roots. So y'all don't laugh at me. Okay, I think I'm going to come under the eyes a little bit and just line them with this. I already have like a hint of leftover eyeliner from earlier today, but I'm just kind of touching up around. And try to bring it a little bit more exaggerated under there. Very good. Okay, guys, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of dust off my brush. Where is my brush spray? I got to keep up with that better. Trying to get some of this off. And I'm going to go back in with that red a little bit more. And I'm just going to put like a little tiny bit right here too, at the front. Kind of angled down though. And kind of blend. You see what I'm doing? I'm making kind of more like a diagonal across. And blending it in to that brown. There we go. How's that? I do so many tutorials with voiceovers. I'm trying to do better about being able to talk and do makeup at the same time. It is a challenge. Okay, now I'm going to come in to the blank part here. Go back over it a little bit with concealer. I'm using a really tiny little tip applicator. This is Almay. And the little doe foot, whatever you call it, is just a lot smaller. So I kind of like it for cut creases. And I'm just kind of filling in the holes of what we haven't touched much. And then what I'm going to do is come in with a Q-tip. Try to get it a little bit more perfect. But I don't want to blend it out too much because I actually kind of like how packed on it is and pigmented. Anybody else hold their mouth just so? I go back and watch my videos and I'm like, oh my God, I look like such an idiot. Okay. We're getting there. All right. So, I really want to put kind of like almost a pink tone, but very, very light on top of that. I gotta clean my brushes better. So I'm gonna get more of like a packing brush. And I think, I'm gonna try a mix of like this one and this one. I'm gonna go in with the pink first, and if it's too dark, I'll go over it with that more white one. But I do kind of want almost like a pink tint in it. This is not very pigmented and or showing up much, so I'm gonna come back though and touch back up on these sides, get it covering it a little more like I want it, and we'll just kind of repeat the process on that kind of red and the brown. And I really would kind of like this to come up a little more. I'm gonna another trick, instead of having to do like tape, keep these little like iPads around all the time, I'll just kind of use this as an angle, and here we go. Easy squeezy peasy. Just kind of bring it a little more angled out there, and we can clean it up with concealer too. Okay, then we're going to come back over again with the red. I didn't wash my brush off too much because I don't mind the two colors kind of blending together a little bit. not very sharp over here. I don't know. And then I'm just going to come in with a little blending brush. You can probably hear the ice cream truck outside. Got interrupted a few minutes ago. I had to go down and get ice cream for my kiddo. It comes every Monday afternoon. And it's usually always while I'm in the middle of like filming and I have to stop everything I'm doing to go get my son ice cream because he will come up here, Mama! And I will be in big trouble if I miss it. Okay, I'm just coming back in and kind of blending everything out. I know my corners there are a little rough. There we go. What are we thinking so far? Voila. Okay, and then now I'm actually going to come back in with that same red and line the eyes underneath a little more under the brown. You can see all the swatches on my hand. Now, I'm going to come in with, I'm thinking like a glitter line. We're going to apply some glitter, like a glitter liner pencil thingy. This is the Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art. I'm doing gold, I guess. Couldn't decide between the silver or the gold. And I'm going to bring a line from the inner corner over to color over here. Oops, and I already blotted and didn't mean to. Okay, so I'm just going to bring it up till about where it meets the color here. Pretty. And then we'll do the other side. I try to let that dry before I start like opening and closing my eyes. So if I'm talking kind of weird, it's because I'm trying to let this dry. Yeah, see, it's already like, that's the one thing I don't like about this little pencil thingy. It does not make a very thin line. We'll just make it fatter than I meant to. But I'm going to try to sit and let it dry because I don't want it to crease too much. So I'm going to let it kind of do that. And in the meantime, while it dries, I'm going to start getting my lashes together. I'm going to pull some out of this. This is a pack off Amazon that I use more for just fun looks. But I find that they are hard to apply on clients, so I don't have them in my kit anymore. I just keep them for like my fun. They are called the Eyelash, something like that. And it's like, I got huge packs of them off of Amazon. So I got pretty lucky with them, but I just find that the way that they're curved or not, you know, they're easier to pop off in the corners a lot of times. Okay. I'm going to attempt to do the other eye now. And hope that it will dry. Guess what, guys? If you make a mistake like I did, the beauty of Q-tips will help you out. So that's the thing. I don't really like this little pen because it's so fat that it's not very precise. So I'd love to get some other kind of glitters that are easier to apply. Although what I can do is I could take an angled brush and dip it into the glitter and do it that way. That's a way that you could get it on there more precisely, but we're just going to go with a fat layer of glitter though to match the other side. So this is not quite the look I was going for because I was going for a more precise line in there, but it looks kind of cool like this, so I'll keep it. It's fine. We're gonna let that dry for a minute. I might think about lips. What color lips are we going to want? Do we want red? Yeah, I'm thinking red. So give me just a sec to pick out the right lip color. Okay, y'all, I've been meaning to try out these nude sticks liner. Maybe we want darker. Let's figure out which one's darker. Or I can get one of my other. What do you think? I'm thinking this one. There's a little matchy-matchy. Royal. I want it slightly a little darker, you know, instead of like bright red, darker red. Really and truly, I could probably just put the rest of this color on the whole lip. Let me put that there so I sanitize it. A little too bright red. This is a NARS. I don't know. I could do it. We could do that. Because I keep this in my client kit, I don't want to mess it up. So I'm going to go in with a lip brush. This is NARS Carmen, I think it is. Intrigue, my bad. Intrigue is the name of it. This red. Ooh, yes, girl. That's some red lips there now. Love it. Calm to mama. Sorry. And now I'm going to throw on lashes. Okay. What do y'all think? I'm going to throw on some earrings. I have not done my hair though. And actually, I'm really thinking we're going to need a little more bronze and highlight and all that jazz. So we're not done yet. Hold on just a minute. Let's touch it up. Normally I do this in a different order, but I had some on earlier. You guys have seen my video, I think, where I was sharing Pixie. I really love this. It has like everything you need in it. A little darker. Just because we need a little depth to the face. We got to do a little bit more than this, y'all, because we're going glam Valentine's Day. I don't know why I thought I could just stop there. I guess because I already had some of my makeup on a little bit from earlier in the day, just my everyday wear, you know. I'm going to bring it out just a touch. Blend that sucker on in. And then let's work on like my favorite of all, which is highlight. I am a highlight girl. Okay. I'm just going to pop a little touch here in the corners. All right, so here is the finished look. My hair needs to be done, but we're going to pretend that I fixed it. But we're looking at the eyeshadow right now, so voila. So nice. All right, so if you like this look and want to see more in the future, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.